Alright, man, so a lot of y'all may know the offseason already started for my team. We've been in Cancun for what, like 3 weeks now? It hasn't been pleasant, man. It hasn't been pleasant. It hasn't been the best feeling at all. All I really want is to experience this feeling one more time. And that is this video. We got the playoff run that cemented Steph Curry as a legend. I'm very excited to react to this just because, bro, y'all don't understand. 2022, to me, was my second. I know everybody talks about 2016. You know what I mean? I'm not even talking about basketball. I'm talking about just 2016 in general. The year. I know how everybody talks about that year being the best year of all time and shit. Listen, I was in 8th grade in 2016. Outside of the music that we got in 2016, I mean, 2016 was like every other year to me. You know what I'm saying? Back in middle school or high school. Like, it was nothing crazy, but that's because I was still in middle school. So I wasn't getting no type of crazy experience in life. Outside of the music, that's the one thing I will say. 2016, nothing will touch the music. Nothing's going to touch the music. Also the sports. I mean, basketball was going crazy. You know what I'm saying? We had the Warriors and the Cavs. But outside of those two things, for me personally, 2016 was a normal fucking year. It was a normal year. But 2022, bruh, it was something about 2022, bruh. I had just graduated the year before, 2021. 2022, you know what I'm saying? I really didn't have no responsibilities. My parents was giving me no responsibilities, bruh. My team went from being garbage to starting off the season hot. Bro, we started off the season like 18-2 or some shit like that. I'm pretty sure you're going to say it in this video. And to end it off, we got Klay Thompson. I just hit my mic. Sorry, y'all. We got Klay Thompson back. And won a chip. With no KD? Man, this year, it was something about this year, bro. It was something, but the vibes in the air was just... We're going to check this out. Who's this video by? Shout out to Post 2K.
What point did you realize Steph Curry was one of those guys? You know, one of the all-time greats who revolutionized the sport, becoming part of the elite group of players we call legends. Someone make the case that it happened in 2016 after capturing the first unanimous MVP in NBA history. Others would say it was after leading a dynasty to 3 championships in 4 years. But what you often hear is that Steph undeniably cemented himself as one of those guys after what he did in 2022. In one of the all-time great
Okay, listen, I'm not going to be biased, right? Before 2022, Steph Curry was top 10 players of all time. That's a fact. You cannot put KD over Steph Curry, bro. I'm sorry, you can't do it, bro. KD, I rock with you, bro. KD, I want you to come back to the Bay. KD is not better than... He's a better one-on-one basketball player than him, but he's not more generational than Steph Curry. He's not. He's not. Steph Curry was in the top 10 before 2022. He's in the top 5 now. Let me say that for y'all one more time. Steph Curry, before 2022, was a top 10 player. After the championships in 2022, he became a top 5 player. I'm just telling the truth, bro. I'm just telling the truth. Did I say that wrong? Y'all know what I'm trying to say. He was a top 10 player before 2022, and he became a top 5 player after 2022.
Facts. We saw a version of Curry that we'd never seen before, as he single-handedly willed the Warriors to a title. He sent teams to bed, delivered a legacy-defining finals performance, and launched a barrage of three-pointers that silenced any doubt around his greatness. Steph's 2022 playoff run was a masterpiece, one worthy of a legend.
Facts. Hey, I like this dude.
So what do you think about when you shoot?
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing.
The Warriors are down 1 to the Toronto Raptors with 9.6 seconds left in Game 6 of the 2019 NBA Finals. On their hunt for the three-peat, injuries had taken Klay Thompson and Kevin Durant out of this critical possession to force a Game 7, leaving just one man up to the task.
An NBA championship on the line. Iguodala throws it to Green, who catches it. Back to Curry, puts up a 3.
Oh, y'all Raptors got so fucking lucky you missed that. But y'all legit got so lucky. And this one, folks, were still trying to say Curry wasn't clutch. Bro, everybody missed shots. You're not going to make a shot just because it's the last shot of the game and he's known for making a lot of threes, bro. That's not how life works. Now, if he misses badly, you choking. But if you just miss the shot, bro, you can't, like what? Not every shot goes in. I know he's Steph Curry. We got to glaze him, but, like, not every shot is going to go in. I miss Oracle so much, man.
Curry missed the three, Toronto won the championship, and the Warriors' hopes for another title went into a free fall. Less than a month later, KD went off to Brooklyn in free agency. It was announced that Klay would be sidelined with a torn ACL for the entire 2020 season, and just 4 games in, Steph broke his...
I ain't gonna lie, I genuinely feel like if Klay never tore his Achilles, he would have still been Klay Thompson. I'm gonna be real with y'all. He would have still been Klay Thompson. I think he tore his Achilles and his ACL on both separate legs. Bro, do you know how, bro, you're not going to be able to play defense the way, bro, because Klay Thompson used to clamp down, y'all. Real ones know, bro. If you know, you know. If you really are basketball minded, you really watch basketball back then, you're not just one of these newbies. Bro, Klay Thompson used to sit down on folks, bro. He used to sit down. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he would still be what he was, bro, right now, currently. And he would still be with the Warriors. I'm telling you right now, bro, Klay Thompson was not supposed to leave, bro. They wanted the big three to retire together, bro. It's just let's be real, Klay fell off. And he wanted, you know what I mean, his ego kind of got in the way. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to fall off, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like, okay, you got to come to your senses and kind of realize, all right. Because they wanted to bench him. He pretty much was not going for that, bro. It's not that we weren't going to pay him, but we offered the bro the money. He didn't want it. He wanted to make sure he was set as for his role, but it's like, I mean, gang. You know what I'm saying?
And his season was over. After a memorable 5-year final stretch where they won 3 titles in 4 years and offered us countless iconic moments, the message from the basketball gods was loud and clear. Golden State's reign over the NBA was done. In fact, they
Grandma was out there by himself.
Just weeks out from making his long-awaited return for the 2021 season, Klay suffered a devastating Achilles tear that would sideline him for another year. An absolutely gut-wrenching moment for the franchise. But the one bright spot in all of this is that the baby-faced assassin was about to go on a killing spree.
Facts. That man was different, bro.
Curry way downtown. Bang! Steph Curry from just look at Steph.
This nigga Curry had how many primes? We have. I'm not gonna consider the year 13-14 as a prime for him. I'm gonna consider 14-15 as the first championship. 15-16, 14. I don't know. Now I'm gonna consider 14-15 and 15-16 as one prime. Because he played the same kind of in a way there. Like, he was Curry was very shifty back then at that time, bro. He used to just be doing shit, just dancing and shit, bro. Swear, bro. Go back and look at the footage. So, 13, 14, 15, 16 was one prime. Then you had 16, 17, 17, 18 as another prime. That was what KD. Now, he kind of took a back seat. We all know this. Curry took a back seat. Curry did not get worse. They needed KD to, you know what I'm saying, come on the team and do what he needed to do. So Curry took a back seat. Why would we have KD take a back seat? What the fuck? What the fuck we get you for? So 17-18 or 16-17, 17-18 wasn't the craziest, but this nigga had 3 primes. And he had 2020 through 2022. That was a 3rd prime. Curry has had 3 primes, bro, if you really think about it, where he's played just different. Niggas the GOAT.
3, got it! 62!
I watched every game this season, man.
That's good.
We were so bad.
Scores it! Steph! Oh, how did Steph make that? He's trying to draw another foul, and it goes in! Oh, how about Curry?
That man Curry had the box.
Back to the game has been broken.
I kind of missed them jerseys, the Bay jerseys. I kind of missed those.
Cheat code.
In a season that many argue was up to par or even better than his 2016 campaign, Curry averaged 32 a night on god-tier efficiency, finished 3rd in MVP voting, but they lost in the play-in game to the Memphis Grizzlies.
Yep.
Curry took them as far as humanly possible, and now 3 years removed from his last title, the media doubted his ability to carry a team back to the mountaintop. They said it was over.
Like, look at these dudes, bro. We taking anything these two dudes say serious? Are we being for real? Kendrick Perkins is one of the craziest dick eaters I've seen in my life, bro. He always goes back and forth that if he's rocking with a team, if he's not. I swear, bro. Just watch First Take, bro. I watch First Take, bro. I see it all the time, firsthand.
The noise was loud after that loss to Memphis, but deep down, Steph knew it wasn't over just yet.
Back, bottle this up, everybody make the right strides, take advantage of the summer, and you don't want to see us next year.
He called that shit out. So you don't want to see us next year.
Curry's message echoed throughout the NBA as the Warriors came out with a flaming 18-2 record to start the season. It was magical. The Dubs,
bro. We gonna need an off season like we did in 2021 and 2022. Like, swear, y'all. I'm not even trolling. We gonna need an off season like that, bro. Who did we pick up? We picked up Otto Porter. We picked up Bielitsa. We got Clay back that year. Jordan Poole was already on one. And we just had complimentary pieces. Like, this season, I was just telling somebody at work the other day, bro, I genuinely think in order for us to be have the same type of caliber team that we did in 2022, this offseason, we need to go after Cam Johnson. And who else was it? It was Cam Johnson. If we can get Cam Johnson and Naz Reid, boy, bruh, no cap. Forget Giannis.
Among championship favorites, Steph was in the MVP conversation once again, and as the calendar flipped to December, he was on the cusp of something he'd been chasing his entire career. On December 14th, 2021, Steph was entering Madison Square Garden, just 2 3-pointers away from breaking the NBA's all-time 3-point record.
So much happened that year,
and it took him no time to make history.
I can't even remember. Curry went to fly. Oh, and there it is, right away. He is tied real. Guarding it from the start, Wiggins again. Here's Curry for the record. It's good. There it is. Stephen Curry, the all-time 3-point king in the NBA. 3-pointer.
Greatness. Greatness.
The man who changed the game.
Greatness, absolutely greatness, man.
The 3-point revolution in the NBA, and now he stands alone at the top of the 3-point list.
Shout out to Post.
The greatest shooter ever. Officially, we knew Steph was the GOAT shooter for a while, but now he was immortalized as the 3-point king of the NBA. The Chef's record-breaking night gave the Warriors a boost, and as Clay returned halfway...
Do you know how crazy that is to have the most 3-pointers in NBA history? It's like, literally, it's the same thing as LeBron having the most points in history. Like, let's just be real, bro. LeBron having the most points in history is actually fucking insane. But it's the same stat. It's like, bro, you have more threes than anybody, bro. No, fuck? How? That shit is crazy.
Through the season,
different level of
kicked
consistency.
It into overdrive, and it was smooth sailing from that point forward.
Bro, I watched this game, I was salty.
Until it wasn't. In a potential finals matchup against the Boston Celtics just weeks out from the start of the playoffs, Marcus Smart dives for a loose ball and lands directly on Curry's left ankle. And it was bad. He'd leave the game and was diagnosed with a left foot sprain, putting him out for the final 12 games of the regular season.
Man.
Thankfully, Golden State finished the year strong and snagged a 3rd seed in the West. But the health of their MVP was worrisome, especially headed into a first-round matchup against the MVP.
Nah, Jokic wasn't really like that yet. I know he won an MVP, but he wasn't like that
Headed
yet.
into round 1, the Warriors got some good news. Steph was good to go. Well, sort of. He'd be coming off the bench for the splash homie, Jordan Poole, and it proved to be a deadly tag team duo. The Dubs clobbered Denver by 16, Steph shook off some rust, and he got rolling in game 2.
And Curry.
Ah, these were the good times, man.
Curry, a little step back on Gordon. Curry all the way, the steal and the layup, and a shimmy under the goal.
We knew we were going to the chip. We knew it, bro.
A filthy spinning layup in traffic and a fake that had JaMychal Green spinning before draining the step back three for the and one. He is ecstatic to be back in the playoffs. The chef fried the Nuggets for 34 and they go up 2-0. In game 3, six-man Steph poured in 27 at altitude. They squeezed out a 5-point win to go up 3-0. And in game 4, he went stupid. 33 points, 8 assists, and 4 steals for his second 30-piece off the bench. And in a nutty 15-point fourth quarter, he did this.
Now they corral Curry with a double. Got it! 4 on the floor for Steph.
Yeah, Steph was on one.
4 on the
Steph
floor
was on
for
one,
Steph
bro.
with a cold-ass celebration. Denver ended up winning that game, but
damn, they won. Yeah, I was gonna say we didn't sweep nobody in the playoffs that season. We didn't sweep no one. We gentlemen swept everyone though, I believe. I know we gentlemen swept them. Memphis, Memphis I think went to 6 games. Memphis went to 6, and then the Mavs was a gentleman sweep.
That was tough.
That was tough.
Inserted back into the starting lineup in Game 5, Steph went nuts for 35 and 5, including a dominant 11-point fourth quarter.
Yeah, Steph was going crazy this playoffs,
bucket
man.
more clutch than this lefty scoop layup to push the lead to 5, putting Denver in the MVP to bed. Night, night. You don't want to see us next year. Those were the words uttered by Steph after Memphis sent them home last season.
What happened to Memphis,
1 year later,
man?
in the addition of his splash bro, that statement was heard loud and clear. Game 1 was a dogfight that went down to the wire, and with the Grizzlies up 2 with less than 40 seconds left, Clay comes off a screen, fakes, fires, and buries the go-ahead 3. Steph knew it was good before it even went in. The
I remember watching this game, bro, Roosters.
He let the young Grizzlies hear it. As Ja Morant and Jaren Jackson Jr. stand under the hoop stunned, Curry comes up to them with a huge smile on his face, saying,
"Going as hell, fellas. Come on. Come on. I know.
Steph is a psycho, but his taunting didn't age well in the short term. In Game 2, Ja went full guns a-blazing, erupting for
Ja was going fucking crazy this series, I ain't gonna lie.
A 5-point win to tie the series at 1. And he gets a little payback. After the buzzer sounds, he walks by Steph telling him, "We're about to have some fun." Obviously, that was in reference to what Curry said at the end of Game 1.
Bro, the Wolves is what Memphis was, bro. The Wolves are right now what Memphis was, man. Memphis, you're supposed to be with motherfucking OKC and shit, bro. I do believe that if Memphis didn't have to go through the fight that they had to go through just to get into the playoffs, man, they probably would have competed a little bit better with the OKC Thunder. I don't think they would have beat them niggas at all, bro. They can't even beat us. But they would have competed a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? Because, bro, we were burnt out, bro. Like, everybody knows, we were motherfucking in playoff form as soon as Jimmy got to the team, bro. We had to climb our way to get into the playoffs, bro. Next year, it will be a different story. But that's why we need to get some pieces so that we don't get hurt.
1. But, I mean, come on, man. This is Wardell Stephen Curry. In a Game 3 response, 30 went for 30 as they obliterated Memphis by 30. It was poetic. And in Game 4, with an opportunity to go up 3-1, Curry surprisingly came out flat.
Yeah, we lost. I think we lost by 50.
Through 3 quarters, he had just 14 points on a rough 6 of 18 shooting, with the Dubs down 7. So, feeling the weight of the moment, Steph came out in the 4th, looking for blood.
Wait, did we win this game?
He scoops home an and 1 lay to cut the lead to 5, comes off a pick and lasers a catch and shoot 3. He then loses Dylan Brooks and bombs a 3. The Memphis lead is just 1. He finds space and fades for the tough midi over 2 defenders, tie game. At the 45-second mark, he knocks down 2 free throws to give Golden State their first lead of the night, and they never look back. Steph delivered in the clutch with a monster 18-point fourth quarter. Golden State goes up 3-1. Game 5 with a chance to close it out, though, was a nightmare. They got annihilated by 39 on the road, setting up a Game 6 back in the Bay, and it was a Splash Bro classic. Game 6 Clay made his long-awaited return, exploding for 30 points and 8 threes, while Steph tagged on 27 points, 7 boards, 5 dimes, and 6 triples, including a tough
Clay, why'd you have to leave, bro?
To book a ticket to the Western Conference Finals. Night, night. A Slovenian monster was the only thing standing between the Warriors and a return to the NBA Finals. And considering this dude just embarrassed the NBA's #1 seed in the second round, they were about to have their hands full. However, in Game 1, that wasn't the case.
Listen, that was Cam Johnson from the Suns. He wouldn't be doing all that if he came to us, man.
With 7 players scoring in double digits, the Dubs massacred Dallas by 25. But Game 2 was showtime. It was an all-out duel between Luka and Steph as these offensive juggernauts went back and forth at each other with some of the toughest shot making you'll ever see. The Dons showed out for a light 42, but it was the chef who served up at the right time.
But see how they rotated him to pick up Looney. Curry through traffic.
Luka would never beat Steph in the playoffs, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all. Bro, just the way Luka plays defense, and I'm not blaming on just him, but his team also is a reflection of him at the end of the day. I'm not saying his team won't play good defense because he don't play good defense. I'm saying, though, because of how bad his weakness is on the court when it comes to the defensive end, you're not going to be a team with Steph Curry on it, bro. There's too much movement. It's too much, bro. There's too much mistakes that Luka's going to be making, bro. I'm telling y'all, too many mistakes, like defensive-wise, bro. I'm trying to tell you, man. I ain't glazing. I'm telling the truth.
And his signature put the kids to bed.
It's that night.
A tough and one on Luka into a pump fake sidestep 3 for the dagger to seal the Game 2 win with an early series night. A sign of what was to come. After dropping 32 in Game 2, Curry put his team on the cusp of a 3-0 series lead, and the Human Torch wasn't going to let that opportunity slide.
Over Bullock, Curry free. Wow, he took that from Denton. Looney.
Yo, what? Oh my gosh.
What a shot. Saw it before. He's out there to make shots. Curry a 3.
I don't even know what game they beat us
in. An absolute shooting clinic, Steph rained down bomb after bomb after no-look bomb for 31, 5, and 11 in the win. It's not fair. Dallas managed to snag one at home in Game 4 before Steph and the Warriors sent them packing with a gentleman's sweep on home court. Golden State is headed back to the NBA Finals, and to no surprise, Curry is named the Western Conference Finals MVP.
No surprise at all.
But don't let that smile fool you. He wanted more. The killer inside of him wanted much, much more.
You just on one, bro. I can't believe I missed 2022.
3 years after their last appearance, 2 years after having the worst record in the NBA, 1 year after missing the playoffs, the Warriors are back in the NBA Finals against a storied franchise desperate for a championship. But not as desperate as one man, and the first quarter of Game 1 made that very clear.
Robert Williams, man. Mind y'all, we were the underdogs in this series. Underdogs. I know a lot of people try to switch up now and say we weren't because we had Steph Curry. And they were, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown were little boys. Man, y'all were not saying. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. I was there. I was a Warriors fan, bro. Nobody was saying all that at the time, bro. Especially not, y'all about to see in this Game 1, bro. Nah. Because the Celtics were, I think the Celtics were, did they win Game 1? I honestly can't remember. I remember being at B-Dubs, bro. All my homies getting on my head top. Like, we about to lose this series. I'm trying to tell you, man. Nobody thought we was going to win this.
Reloads. They leave Curry all alone. And that's lethal. Behind the screen. A bunch of shooters and scorers. Williams looks at that three, and he laces it. Around the quarter.
Curry had like 30 in the first half or something like that. I don't even remember. 20?
Steph Curry. Curry behind the screen. Oh, they lost him again. And he makes them pay. He's hotter than fish grease.
Hotter than fish grease.
The dude was back like he never left, unleashing a Curry flurry with a 21.63 first quarter.
Yeah.
Steph
First
was back.
quarter?
The Warriors were back, but Boston didn't give a damn. After weathering the flurry, they caught fire in the fourth to walk away with a shocking Game 1 win on the road.
I remember them winning that Game
But
1.
Game 2 wasn't much of a shock. Steph and the Warriors answered with a dominant performance to win by 19 and tie the series at 1, headed to Boston. Game 3 in one of the most hostile environments in the NBA was a real test for these Warriors, as they found themselves
Boston was
down
a tough
12
place to
at
play.
the end of the first half. Sensing the game slipping away, Steph hopped in the driver's seat in the third quarter and hit the gas. A quick pop shot right wing three, a wet top of the key triple, a smooth pullback mid-ranger, a 30-foot missile plus the foul.
After this, Udoka said, yeah, we gotta start roughing this boy up, bro. We gotta start roughing this nigga up, bro. We can't let him do whatever he want on this court. Hence as to why the Rockets are playing so damn dirty this year. Or not even this year, against us. You know what I'm saying? Playing dirty as a motherfucker, bro. Trying to tell you, all that dropping, he did not let any of them drop. No drop coverage when they played us, bro. I'm trying. He learned his lesson.
Yup, count him up, Steph. And another three to cap off a dazzling 15-point third quarter to cut the lead to 4. It was legendary stuff. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough as the Celtics pulled away late. And with 4 minutes to go in the fourth, it got worse. On a scramble for a loose ball, Al Horford dives on the floor and lands right on Curry's left ankle. The same one Marcus Smart had landed on late in the regular season.
And Al saw that. He was trying to get my king out of there.
Steph out for over 12 games. He's clearly very shaken up, screaming in pain and wincing as he gets up. Minutes later, he subs out of the game and sits on the bench with a towel on top of his head. This doesn't look good.
Steph Curry is laying down. Curry is limping right now. He's upset.
So we sitting there, and he just like, enjoy y'all last win. That was game 3. And I was just like, like us? Like it's 2-1. Like, what you mean? Like, I'm sitting here like this. I'm like, man, what size am I? Like, look, I need my ring size. Yeah, nah.
He told you.
Curry, another long distance shot. It's good. Steph Curry. White closes out. Curry drives. High off the glass.
He said, enjoy your last win.
It's good. Steph Curry.
That's wild.
Curry. It's good. Steph Curry from downtown.
And maybe some second shots.
Aura.
Curry again. Oh, Steph Curry.
Bro, he's splashing them. That's the thing. He's like whipping the net, bro. I'm talking. My gosh. It's sensational. It's future, bro.
Back to Curry.
Oh, Derek White. I ain't gonna lie, this definitely was Derek White before he had an aura, though, because I feel like Derek White got his aura once he cut his hair.
Curry drills the 3. That's a 6-point Warriors lead. Timeout Boston.
Bro, these songs hitting though. Hold on.
In a game that can only be described as the defining moment of his entire career, Steph Curry put on a show for the ages. Down 2-1 in the series, behind enemy lines, in what may very well
y'all see how close folks be to blocking his shot? Bro, look how close Derek White's hand is to blocking his shot. It's the fact that, like, any of us, bro, if we was at a gym and we run off a pick and we get that shot and we're shooting it, we're going to double clutch because we're going to automatically think the person is blocking it. He has the ultimate confidence that you're not blocking him. My release is that fast. You're not going to... Bro, look at Derek White's hand, bro. It's right there. Look at the space between his hand and the ball. How did he not block this? Bro, this nigga, bro. Nah, Steph Curry got it. I ain't gonna lie. This nigga got Lightning McQueen Hall of Fame release. What the fuck?
Enemy lines in what may very well be his last gasp at a championship.
Stop.
Single-handedly willed his team to victory with a 43-point masterpiece. The emotion and intensity Steph displayed was atypical. You don't see him act in this fashion too often. He was playing with the desperation of a man who knew this moment may never come again. He truly tapped into a zone that only the greats can reach.
Facts.
It was the performance of a lifetime.
That was a Hall of Fame performance, I ain't gonna lie.
After his Game 4 carry job, Steph was out of gas in Game 5. But thankfully, Wiggins, Clay, and Poole were there to pick up the slack to close out a crucial Game 5 win at home to get themselves within one win of a championship. Back in Boston for Game 6,
that's
the
what
Warriors
depth,
were shot out of...
That's what depth does, man. It just sucks we don't have fucking Poole no more, man.
of a cannon as they went on a blistering 21-0 run through the first and second quarter, allowing them to enter halftime up 15, with Steph about to make his imprint on this game. In the third, he gets 2 C's to fly by and he rips the cord on a buttery sidestep triple. Moments later, he does the same to the defensive player.
This final series is the reason why Steve Kerr didn't want to play Jason Tatum in the Olympics. He just seen he's seen something. He's seen something. I don't know what it was, but he's seen something.
The year for a stupidly deep look-away 3. A turnaround triple in a closeout game in the finals is psychotic.
Yeah, that's actually wild.
But, I mean, I guess I can't be too surprised. It's Stephen Curry.
6 assists for Green. Curry along 3. That's good! Steph Curry way downtown. Some Curry chaos here on the third. It's the largest lead of the game.
Ring me.
A 30-foot snipe from 30, and then he tells the crowd to give him his ring. The balls to do this in the third quarter is a joke. I mean, he can't even believe what he just did. Despite Steph wanting to end the game right then and there, he made one final statement. In a dominant fourth quarter, he lined up the seams one last time as he put the finishing touches on a career-defining season. One that saw him shatter the 3-point record, be named one of the greatest players in the history of the game,
All-Star Game MVP,
a finals performance that will never
forgot to talk about
be forgotten, while silencing all doubt around his greatness with a symbolic corner 3 that cemented him as a legend.
Factual.
Night.
At 6'2", he's extremely small for the
6'2".
NBA shooting guard position. Can overshoot and rush into shots. Not a great finisher around the basket due to his size and physical attributes. Needs to add some muscle to his upper body, but appears as though he'll always be skinny. Do not rely on him to run your team. That was the draft report on Stephen Curry.
What they gonna say now? What they gonna say now?
And that'll do it. It's over. The Golden State Warriors return to a familiar place. They're on top of
Man, we gotta experience this again, Dub Nation.
Title in 8 years. The Dubs dynasty is still very much alive.
He's a 4-time NBA champion, a 2-time league MVP, a member of our 75th anniversary team, and for the first time
greatest, man. The greatest point guard of all time, man.
The 2022 Bill Russell NBA Finals MVP award goes to Stephen Curry.
Hey, man. Shout out to Post. This was definitely a W fucking video. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. It almost made me your boy tear up, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I just feel like, man, we gotta experience it one more time, man, before he leaves, bro. I want Curry to get that fifth title so bad. So bad. Y'all don't even understand. Y'all don't understand, man. Y'all understand, man. But shout out to Post. W video.